Today on TQA Weekly, I talk about near-field communication, how it applies to your cell phones, your tablets, your credit cards, your debit cards, and its security vulnerabilities. This episode of TQA Weekly is brought to you by ProXPN. ProXPN is a virtual private network that allows you to use the internet the way it should be, anonymously and without oversight. For 20% off your new account, go to proxpn.com/podcast and use the coupon code TQAWEE. This is TQA Weekly. I'm the host, Steve Smith, aka Z-Axis, and if ever you need to send me technology questions, comments, suggestions, and/or stories, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Go to my website, tqaweekly.com, and use the contact form, or just use the comments box on this page if you're watching on the many websites I upload to every single week. For those that are interested in show notes, tqaweekly.com/SE3EP38 will bring you to the show notes. The last link in the sources is for a product I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm going to be talking about the many issues with NFC, security vulnerabilities, illicit uses, myth, and fact. Basically, I'm going to explain what it is, and I'm going to explain what's wrong with what they keep telling us. So NFC, or Near Field Communication, is a contactless payment and data transfer system that uses technology based on RFID, radio frequency identification, and it's all over the place. Your credit cards, your debit cards, basically PayPass, PayWave, Interact Flash, it's on your phones, especially if you have Android phones. And it's going to theoretically be on the next iPhone. So what's going to happen is a lot of gadgets are going to be able to pay in place of your cards. And that will have its own bonus. But what is this designed to do? Well, this is designed to speed up payment. It's designed to speed up data transfer. It's supposed to reduce the amount of time that we wait around for stuff. And this technology is incredibly easy to use, requires no PIN for limited amounts from debit and credit card, typically something like $50 in North America. And this is for direct payment. For prepayment, especially in Canada, it goes up to $100 for gas. So while there is a theoretical supposed protection stopping criminals, there's not really anything you can do about that. So the initialization range is something like 4 centimeters, about like that from the machine, theoretically. This has been proven to be wrong over and over and over all the time. If we look at a case several years ago of a bunch of hackers that actually did a proof of concept, for those who don't know what that is proving something is possible. In their proof of concept, they had a card that was being put in front of a reader at the initialization range, and it was being able to be detected up to 30 feet away using a set of sensitive antennas costing less than $100. The card could be read 30 feet away by the antennas. In the case of the cards being misread or having the wrong card read, in the UK recently, there is a series of stores, I'm not going to name them since that's not actually the point of the show, that once the machine was activated by a card, could actually read other cards in the wallets that could sometimes be in the purse of a woman or in the pocket of the man, and it wouldn't be the right card on the receipt at all. It would just be another card that the person had. So the cards do not have to actually be 4 centimeters away from the machine. What's happening is, while the technology was designed supposedly to work at a certain range, manufacturers and stores have actually made the machines more sensitive, able to capture cards further away, making the machines even easier to use. There's a solution for that. Now we also have cell phones with NFC. So if you have an Android phone that's a relatively good design, you already have NFC in it. In your case, you can use Google Wallet with it on PayPass machines and allow you to actually pay for stuff using any card you want in the database of your Google Wallet. This is especially more true in the US in various cities. You can also use it to send information from one phone to another. Now, this is not a really cool thing. Most people are going to say, well, I have NFC on my phone, I can send files. And it creates a tiny network, a PicoNet. In the case of NFC, though, it requires that the phone only have the screen on. And then the target phone receives the file from the origin phone, and in most cases, it will be your friends sending you pictures and other applications they want to share that can be shared. If it's somebody with illicit intent, it may be a virus that will infect your phone, keyloggers, screen capturing. Sometimes it's to get the contact list to send out illicit text that will cost many of your contacts a lot of money. But nonetheless, it only occurs when the screen is on. To give you an idea, the screen is on often. If you use it to check text messages, and you do a lot of that, your screen is normally on all the time. If you're watching a lot of movies, it's on. If you're looking at it for the time, it's on during that period of time. Unless you explicitly hit the off button on it to turn the screen off, it's on for a period of time. In that period of time, it is possible to activate the NFC function to create the PicoNet to actually send a file. It requires 4 centimeters, maybe. The PicoNet's based in Bluetooth, which has a range of 30 feet. Once the PicoNet is created, the person can walk away. Now, we have to remember, all those cards that I was talking about before can be read by a machine costing less than $50. Another thing that a lot of articles will actually say, and I have some of those articles, is the fact that you need to be right beside the person for 30 seconds. They say, this is so incredibly rare that it shouldn't be happening. There are demonstrations of where it's actually occurred, where people have voluntarily been passed by a reader and it's captured all the cards. But think about the number of times you spend in a city bus, that you spend in the metro. You're not standing in place for 5 seconds. You're standing in place for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. Somebody can read multiple cards while they're standing right beside the people during that time, and you may not even be the wiser of that instance. This is also possible during that time period to actually send viruses to your phone. You're not going to be any the wiser. If you just checked your phone for the time while you're waiting in the metro, inside a subway, or in a bus, you just made it possible. So what do we do about all this? Well, first of all, for those who have credit cards and debit cards, and this will work for those who are like in the UK that have problems with machines capturing the wrong card, you need one of 3 things. You need multiple cards stuck all right beside each other. This makes it really hard to scan, normally canceling each other out. You can use aluminum foil around the cards, but if that is too ghetto for you, in the sources of my show, I have a link to something that costs less than $10. It's an aluminum credit card and ID holder available from Amazon. It's like $8.50. What this does is you stick in 7 cards inside and you close it. Can't be scanned anymore. So when you go up to a payment terminal, you pull out just the card you want, you close it, and you pass it. You can't scan the cards inside that metal wall. In the case of people passing by to read your cards, they can't read the cards. You can't get the card to be captured from inside that wallet. Now, it is possible for somebody with a sensitive antenna to actually read your NFC card from a distance, but you're going to notice the big ass antenna sticking in the corner of the room. However, at least nobody can read that. For those with cell phones and tablets, if you do not use it, close it. In the case of NFC on phones, majority of people don't live anywhere near something that accepts NFC except for other people that have NFC phones to transfer photos. If you do not use it on a regular basis, like Bluetooth, turn it off. It's going to actually save your battery, and it actually keeps you from getting files. If you use it, make sure your phone actually specifically requests for all NFC Bluetooth transfers whether you want the phone to accept it or not. You want that question. If it is ever something you didn't ask for, flush it, because the chances of it being a virus are incredibly high. That's all I can do for you that will help you with that kind of stuff. I want to hear from you. Have you ever had your credit card or debit card cloned through NFC scanning? Have you ever had viruses on your phone through this technique? What did you do about it? And what are your own, suggestions for people going through it? Put it down in the comments box below. Email it to me so I can tell it in the next show or other shows in the future, or even post it on Twitter, sending it to me at ZEDAXIS. That is my Twitter, or put it on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/ZEDAXIS 1981. Put it there, put it on my Twitter, put it in the comments box, or email it to me so I can share with other people. Just tell me, did it happen to you? What did you do? How was it solved? Next week, I'm going to be actually talking about websites that act as a virtual VPN service, how you can use this, and what are the usage scenarios and possible issues with such sites. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this episode and this show, and remember to stay safe and online and have a great day. Now more than ever, your online freedom and privacy are under threat. Governments and ISPs want to control what you can or cannot see while keeping a record of everything you do. Plus, that free Wi-Fi at the coffee house or airport terminal is putting you at risk because your passwords and sensitive data can be intercepted more easily than you might think. ProXPN is a global VPN that works with almost any internet connection. It creates a secure encrypted tunnel through which all your online data passes back and forth. Any online application can work with ProXPN, including your web browser, email, file sharing, and instant messaging programs. ProXPN keeps everything you do online hidden from prying eyes, disguising your physical location and giving you unfettered access to any website or online service no matter where you live or travel to. Offers complete online privacy with a 2048-bit encryption key and 512 encryption tunnel. Works with OpenVPN and PPTP you choose, protects you against your ISP's 6 strikes rule, bypasses internet filtering and blocked websites, bypasses geographical restrictions for internet content and online video with worldwide service in the US, UK, Asia, and more. ProXPN software, Windows, and Mac offers advanced controls, allowing you to select which programs and ports you want to anonymously route through ProXPN servers. You also have ProXPN for iOS and Android, allowing you to use your data plan or public corporate Wi-Fi with complete and total privacy on the go, and that requires no app. They also offer 24/7 customer support. Go to proxpn.com/podcast for more information and to sign up. And don't forget our podcast when you register for your account. TQA Weekly watchers and listeners also get a free 30-day risk-free trial. Remember, visit proxpn.com/podcast and sign up with the coupon code TQAWEE. ProXPN premium accounts are normally $9.95 a month or $75.95 for the entire year. We've got a special offer. Use the coupon code TQAWEE and receive 20% off for the lifetime of your account. Thank you for listening to TQA Weekly. Show your support by liking this episode, subscribe to get our latest episodes as they come out, and share with friends and family who may benefit from such a show as this. You may send us your questions, comments, suggestions, and or stories to ask at tqaweekly.com. For our show notes, links to our Android application, alternate means of subscribing to our show, and information on joining our weekly newsletter, head over to tqaweekly.com. Stay safe and online, and have a great day.